Hello everyone. There's a new update on the Kherson front, and that is that the Antonovsky bridge is operational again. I have some comments about this. There have been videos of transport going through the bridge, meaning that the bridge has been repaired. There's also video evidence of some new cement being placed on the road, so you can see the difference and where the bridge has been hit. So generally this bridge is operational again, which is the main supply route to Kherson. On top of that, there's also reports of a pontoon bridge being built under it. This way, in the future, if Ukraine strikes a bridge again, they will still have an operational crossing south of the bridge, meaning that any future attempts of cutting supplies in Kherson will be very limited, as the Russians have prepared for it. Other than that, generally on the front line, not a lot of changes have happened. This is still contested. I generally think that the front line is somewhere around here, and that fighting is ongoing here, so this is contested, but that's about it. The Russians are still fighting in the same areas, pushing from every direction. On the further east, around the Donetsk front, there's still no updates in this area. There are reports that the Chechens have returned to the front line and they have entered Soledar fighting there. And then there are videos of them using NLAWs and Javelin rocket launchers in the area, so it seems that they've either captured some more weapons or they are using some that they have captured earlier. Yakovlivka, Bilohorivka, and so on are still fighting. There's been no updates in this area. I put the front line over here as it doesn't seem that there's any fighting ongoing in this area, as there's been no reports of such. Here there's still no reports since last update where Dubrovne was possibly taken, and there's reported fighting at Korolka. Around the Donetsk front itself, since the report that Marinka has been 75% taken, there's been no other updates. Most likely the reported fighting around Pobieda is to extend the front line and allow them to either push southwards to force the Ukrainians to pull back from Marinka, or it is just to widen the front line and make sure that they can take advantage of the captures that will soon happen, allowing them to push either southwards or flank their defensive line from the south. Most likely the defensive lines are focused around this area here, while leaving this open, as if the Russians decide to attack from the south, they would be attacking from open fields, which leaves them at a disadvantage. However, the Russians using mechanized units allow them to push fast, which can allow them to maneuver around the resistance. So mainly depends on what kind of equipment they have defending this area. Most likely they are low on artillery. However, they could still have some anti-tank missiles in this area, preparing to attack any mobilized attack, as the Ukrainians are aware that this whole area is open fields, and what has the most advantage in these open fields are anti-tank guns, as that's what the Russians are most likely to be using in this area. Pushing through Daliniche and eventually cutting the road from the north will allow them to, in the future, slow down any supplies coming into this area, as we can see that all the highways go from either the northwest or straight to Donetsk, while they would have to make use of a lot of smaller roads to maneuver around. So generally slowing it down, but still not preventing it. However, with a push towards this area here and Dakne, they'll be able to mostly cut off this whole area, as no roads bypass this, and then by pushing to this, they will eventually cut off this pocket here, which is actually a kind of minor village, as it is next to a river, but also the fact that it is, if you look at it, you can see how there's some kind of wall of trees between the open fields and the village, so they are most likely prepared a defensive position around Kurahove. So we may see some kind of push across the fields, attacking these three areas to kind of cut off this defensive position from supplies from the roads. And that's it for this update. Thanks for watching and have a great day.